This week on Discover Wisconsin, we're traveling in style from the chain to Maine in Waupaca.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
Waupaca resides just west of the Fox Valley, close enough to commute for working professionals, but far enough away to host relaxing getaways for seasonal cottage goers and family vacations. And when you arrive, one of the first things you'll notice is the natural beauty of the chain of lakes.
So this is considered a sternwheeler boat?
Yeah, this is a true sternwheeler. It's powered just by the wheel in the back. Someone asked how fast does the boat go? It has 2 speeds, slow and stop.
So it's definitely a slow, relaxing
Very slow
cruise.
and relaxing, yes.
I love a good relaxing cruise. Yeah, it is a perfect day for it.
Well, the boat was originally built in 1963 for the 1964 centennial for the Chief Oshkosh Brewery. I bought the boat a few years later and cut it in 2 pieces and hauled it 50 miles up here on the road.
So it has a really rich history, and now your vision has been brought to life, and it's the chief of the Chain of Lakes of Waupaca. That's so great. The Chain of Lakes are really special. That is a huge draw to Waupaca.
Chain of Lakes was all glacier formed, so they're very deep. It's all spring-fed water, so they're very clean and clear.
How many lakes are in the Chain of Lakes?
There's 22 lakes altogether.
22, wow. And this one goes on how many lakes?
This boat goes on 8 lakes.
The fun of being on the water is not just the water itself, but the shoreline and everything you get to see.
Absolutely. Like to our right now is Loyola Villa. It's a Jesuit retreat camp.
I learned a lot as I got the full tour, but there were a few things that definitely stood out to me. First, the Chief Waupaca gives an impressive view of the Wisconsin veterans' home at King, and its beautiful setting provides peace and tranquility for veterans requiring compassionate care built on a foundation of integrity, honor, and respect. An impressive sanctuary with a rich history that dates back to the Civil War. Fortunately for me, fun in the water was on the agenda at my next stop, the beautiful Crystal River Inn and Cottages.
What a gorgeous property. I feel so relaxed right here along the river. So cool. So tell me a little bit about the history of this place.
So in the mid-1800s, our homestead was settled by the Potts family and was a working farm up until 1977. And in 1987, the original owners of the B&B bought it and made it into a bed and breakfast. We have 7 rooms in the inn. We have 2 rooms on the first floor that each have a private entrance. We have 3 cottages, so the Little House on the Prairie and the Granary sleep 6, and then we have the coop, which actually used to be an old chicken coop that is Darling, and that sleeps 2.
The breakfast here was incredible. It basically was dessert for breakfast, which is exactly what I like. All of your guests have access to kayaks if they want to kayak down the river.
They do. We're happy to transport you free. We have several different routes depending on the type of adventure that you're looking for, and it's a lot of fun, and you can actually paddle right back to the inn.
And speaking of kayaking, I also hear that for my fellow kayakers, there's this really cool thing called the Clear Kayak Glow Tour. It's put on by Adventure Outfitters, and basically you go kayaking in the dark and your kayak glows. I don't know what else to say other than a truly unique experience waiting for you in Waupaca.